Well, we are here. Our first visual episode
That's
ever.
crazy. That's crazy.
Season two.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi,
I was
friend.
supposed to. I was supposed to bang quit.
You were, but you're addicted to this. You're addicted to Mr. Marcus White. You can't get away from me. You love me too much to ever try to detach yourself from this tall, gorgeous glass of water.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay.
Otherwise, that's why you're sitting right here in front of me.
I quit today. I quit
Exactly.
today.
You ain't gonna quit. You can't walk away from this love. Welcome everyone to the comment section. So, I am. Let me start this over. This is so ratchet. Oh my god. Let me
Yeah.
introduce myself first. My name is Mr. Marcus White,
I'm your boy JT.
and we're your host for the comment section. As I mentioned, this is our first episode virtual. We had season one audio streaming on Apple and Spotify, and I hope that people watch us. They've been asking to have a visual show for season two, and so now you people get your wish. So hopefully that the views and the likes will match the response that we had on Apple and Spotify for season one.
Yeah,
We'll see.
that'd be cool.
I, I haven't been on YouTube in years.
It's been
You're
what,
still
like
on
two,
YouTube,
2
right?
years? Yeah, yeah. I put but I mean it's not as because between Instagram, and like doing like the podcast and all that. Like I'm not as on YouTube as I would like, but I'm going to change that this year as well too. Well, the remainder of this year rather, because I just put a video out like 3 weeks ago, and the responses were really good for that. So,
What video was it for?
Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga's song.
Oh, right. I saw that one.
I did
Yes,
not
I
like
did
that
see that one.
song.
I didn't either. We didn't talk about it. Well, because it wasn't nothing to talk about. That's why.
Yeah, and I don't think
Yeah, I didn't like that song.
we weren't. You mean like we didn't talk about it on the podcast, or we didn't talk about it just to each other? Period.
Just to each other.
Oh, we
Yeah.
didn't. No, Mm-mm.
No.
No, bored.
Very, very boring. For those who don't know, JT and I met through YouTube. As you all may or may not know, I did YouTube for 6 years, and he also did YouTube, and we, met through YouTube, and we've been friends since 2020. And then
That
we
is
did this little.
crazy.
I know, isn't it crazy? It's
That's
so
crazy.
insane. But I don't know what I would do in my life if I didn't have you. Like, you have been such a really, really monumental or a person who affected me in a good way in the
Yeah.
past couple years, and I love you. I love you with my heart. And we got together too last week. I went to JT's house, and he had like this little Friday the 13th party, and
Yeah,
we
we
had
had
we
fun.
had a good weekend together. We had an
We
excellent
really
weekend
did.
together.
Had some
Uh,
good food, good
yeah.
conversations. We sat outside on my patio. The weather was nice. Like
It
we
was
really had a good.
boy. It was not nice. The fuck, that's a
Marcus,
lie.
it
It
was
was
nice
fucking
for
cold.
us here in Georgia. He's
It
used
was
to this weather. We're not in Georgia, so
First of all, it's still summer. All right, summer's over this Sunday, and it was 65 degrees and cloudy. It was not sunny, not one fucking day. Raining every day. What part was nice? The
we were
wet.
here and we was chilling.
Yeah, yeah, that was nice. The weather wasn't nice. The weather was nice. It was perfect. You said the weather was perfect. It was not.
For me, it
No.
was. For me, for me.
Negative, because you negative. All right. I like to be.
Says the one who's
Punch.
complaining. Exactly. I rest my case. Says the one that's complaining. Okay.
Look, it was just really, 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 I was cold. I didn't pack appropriately. I packed summer clothes, and it was like fucking winter down there, which is like cold. It's really odd for Atlanta, especially in the late summer. I
I
thought
was
that would
about
be
to
like
say. I was about to say the way it felt while you were here. It usually doesn't start feeling like that until around my birthday time next month.
I brought the coldness. It followed me. What can I say? I
Mm-hmm.
brought it. I brought stormy weather, the cloudy weather. But it feels good to be back doing the show. We've been on for a month and a half. I think our last
Like a
episode was
month
the
and a
last week
half.
of July, and yeah, season two. I never would have thought that we even would have made it to season two.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I am too. I even though I was complaining, we were supposed to come back last week, and then I just said I wasn't feeling like doing it last week. JT and I were supposed to do it in person when I was there at his apartment, but I didn't feel like doing it. I just want to enjoy my friend, and I just want to chill out with him.
Yeah.
And he actually has a project on his own. Want to plug in your podcast?
Oh, yeah. I
Plug
mean,
it
we'll
in.
have. Oh, this feels weird. I don't know why. But yeah, guys, I'm working on a second podcast. I'm not leaving the comment section. I'm working on a second podcast with my friend. His name is Tim. It's called
Not
Oh
you forgot.
God, not I forgot.
Isn't it called Let's Talk About It?
No, it's called Hear Me Out. It's
Oh,
the Hear Me Out podcast with Tim and JT. So basically, we every week we bring you like a nostalgic movie spanning from the late 1980s to the year 2010. You know, we just go back and revisit old movies, see if we like it, how we feel about it now. It's just something fun, something positive, something quick or whatever. So yeah, it's really fun. I'm really enjoying it. I see a lot of the producer stuff that Marcus takes care of on our end over here that I'm
I'm
doing
so
over there.
happy because
Yeah,
I
it's a
did it
lot.
all for season one, and he was like, "I see
Yeah,
what you go through. It's a lot.
it's
Producing
a lot.
this shit is a lot of work."
Yeah, that's why I never tried to take Marcus for granted or just like, oh, you'll handle that or whatever. Like anything to make his job easy. Yeah, like I
No, I
try my
never thought
best to
that
do
about
so.
you. Yeah,
Yeah,
no, I never thought that about
but
you.
it's like even like I'm a type of person where even if I know for a fact that's not what is given off, I still like to show acknowledgement or like gratitude. You know what I'm saying? Because like sometimes a person can be overworked and you're sitting up here just showing up and doing whatever and you know what I'm saying, like leaving. So like I am grateful for what you do over here because like I see that work that you put that I'm having to put in on Hear Me Out. You know what I'm saying? And obviously we're gonna have like a crossover episode where Tim is gonna come on here, Mark is gonna come on our
I ain't coming
episode.
on. No, I'm not doing your episode. First of all, I was in Atlanta last week. The day that I flew in, he was recording an episode, and I said, "Let me be on the episode." He would not let me on the episode, everybody. All right. He let me sit down like an audience and listen to the episode. And then I end up falling asleep. Whoa, that's no shit. I was just tired.
Yeah,
Not that the episode was
yeah,
boring. I was tired. He
yeah.
had me as a fucking audience member, okay, sitting and listening to the episode. I want to
Guys,
be on the goddamn show.
Marcus needs to understand, just like with us, when
What?
we first started, we had a couple of episodes so people can get to know us. Then we started having guests on. So technically, Marcus wanted to be on episode 2 of the
Yes.
Hear Me Out. Like,
Oh yeah,
no.
this is my thought process about it. I thought that I would be on your episode for episode two, and I could promote your episode on my platform, and that could bring over the audience for this comment section and for my following onto your
Yeah,
platform. So it's like
yeah,
that's what I was thinking, like an early crossover. I'll just be on episode two. Then
yeah,
once people are realizing that you have a new show, they can continue to listen to your show. But
yeah.
now, I don't want to do it now. You missed your opportunity. The talent has left the building. The talent has left the A.
All right, guys. So I know I just said that, I wasn't leaving the comment section. However, though, due to creative differences, I have now chosen to leave the comment
Exit.
section because of the co-host
Because you're a
differences. Like,
hater. You
I
wouldn't let me on your
don't,
show.
I don't like my co-host. I'm kind of
You
fed
love
up
me.
and I'm
You're
stressed
not.
out. I feel
You're
like this
happy.
job, I feel like the comment section with Marcus is really bad for my mental health. So
Oh.
I'm going to pack up. And guys, it's been so nice. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure you tune into his one-man show. He's going to be so great. He's actually probably going to bring Ahmad on. Ahmad is probably in the closet right now, ready to pop out and say, okay, guys, so now I'm a co-host. So,
He's not
yeah.
in the closet. He actually is down there doing other services right now.
Ahmad, I had nothing to do with that because I know Ahmad is listening. I had nothing to do with that. So, yeah. I love you, Ahmad. Uh,
Let's get this messy show started. All right. We have lots to talk about. People, so now you get to see how I actually deliver the pop culture news to you all. I write everything down on a piece of paper. And before, like I said, season one was all audio, so you didn't know how I read it. Diddy, 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 Diddy. There is a lot of shit we have to talk about, JT, with your uncle.
Stop calling him that. That is not my uncle. I don't even like him. I've never liked P. Diddy, ever.
He was arrested Monday night and is facing up to 30 years to life in prison.
Jail.
He is being charged with racketeering conspiracies, sex trafficking by force, fraud and transportation to engage in prostitution, kidnapping, arson, battery, and obstruction of justice. and narcotic offenses. Those are a lot of charges, even a lot of these repeat itself, but those are a lot of
I'm gonna
charges.
say what's so crazy.
Hmm.
It's only gonna be stuff gonna be added to it.
You know
Like
it.
at
You
this
know
point,
it. Because
it's
the
only gonna be
narcotic
added.
offensives was actually just added as of Tuesday night.
See,
So in 2008, Diddy created this criminal enterprise that had all of those charges. That enterprise had an event called Freak Offs, where he lured women into participating in sex act with male prostitutes, while
I'm
Diddy
not doing
recorded
that.
and watched. When watching, Diddy would masturbate, and these freak offs will last for days, JT. It wasn't just a one time thing. These freak offs will be a whole entire week of an activity. It's like a festival, like a whole weekend of a festival. At these freak off events, Diddy would distribute drugs so the victims can be more compliant. And because these freak offs will last so for days, Diddy would make sure that his victims were given IVs to keep them refreshed. And on top of this, Diddy also was controlling of his victims. He had full control of his victims. He known their location 24/7. He was had full access to their bank information, their finance situation. So he was in full control over his victims. Now, there's many rumors of celebrities attending these freak off events, but none of the names have been released yet because these freak off events were really popular within the elite crowd. So I just wonder which celebrities actually attended, and if Diddy really wanted to, he can actually reveal the names, and they can get in trouble too because there was a lot of underage male and females who were involved in these freak off events. So if Diddy wanted to drop a name like a Pharrell, allegedly, or a Fabulous, allegedly, they'll be serving time, not as much time as him, but they'll be serving time as well for having sex with a minor. And on
Do you
top of
think
that, if
he'll?
I was,
You think he'll release the names?
you know what, I actually was wondering if he would, because if he's facing 30 years to life, he has nothing to lose at this point. And
I was about to say.
if he was to get the life sentence, yeah, I think he would. Even if he would get 30 years, he's 50 years old. So 30 years, that's going to make him like 70. So it's like,
Shut
I
up.
think
80.
eight it makes it even older. Yeah, my math is wrong. It makes it even older. So if he was to be sentenced, yeah, why not drop a name of a Fabulous or a Jay Z?
I was about to say, when Jay Z and Beyonce real tight with him.
They all were, all of them.
Mm.
Swizz Beats, who's married to Alicia. But look, when the FBI raided Diddy's home, they collected a lot of freak off supplies, such as more than 1,000 bottles of baby
Baby
oil and
oil.
lubricants. They also got drugs and guns, and many of the guns had the serial numbers scratched off, which we all know what that means. Diddy has pleaded not guilty on Tuesday and has posted a $50 million bail, in which a judge denied because she feels like he might be a flight risk, and he will remain in jail until his trial begins. They also confiscated all of his kids' passports, including the 1 year old, his newborn baby. They took the passport away too because they're also saying that his oldest sons are involved in this criminal enterprise as well, which
Usually
I
I would
believe
be
too.
like, I was about to say, usually I would be like, leave the kids out of it. That's kind of extreme. I kind of believe that.
Yeah, well,
I kind of believe it.
that Rodney Jones guy, the one who sued Diddy after Cassie sued Diddy. Well, this is how it all started. Last year around in Thanksgiving time, November, Cassie sued Diddy, and then a month later, Rodney, who was Diddy's former executive producer, sued Diddy for sexual harassment and for I think payment failure of a record that they did.
Hmm.
But Rodney said that his sons will lure the women into the parties, and the sons will actually drop the drugs into their Ciroc that they were
That's a
drinking because
whole corporation.
it is
Like,
all. That's why they said it's a criminal enterprise. Diddy had this entire business. It was a family business, a family. But I wonder if his mom was involved too. You think Mama Puff had anything to do with
yes,
it too?
indeed.
Mm.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Do you think that
Yes.
this will change the music industry moving forward? Because to
Nope.
me, this is like the black version of Epstein Island. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
if Diddy really does reveal the rappers or the music, anybody big, if he reveals any of the names, the entertainment business will change drastically because
I
they all will
don't,
be locked up.
yeah, but also too, the reason I say I don't feel like this is going to change the music and stuff because now that Diddy has gotten caught, that means that all the other offenders are just going to find different ways to do it now.
You think that the other people are having parties like this, like other rappers and elite
Yes.
people are having similar parties like
Yes.
Diddy?
Yes.
You know what my opinion is? I think that Diddy pissed off someone big in the elite crowd and they snitched on him. Because how is it that this empire that's been around, or this enterprise that's been around since 2008, that's like 15, 16 years, how is it that they just now are cracking down on it? Someone snitched on them, and it wasn't just because of Cassie or Rodney. Someone gave the FBI some type of information.
Honestly, strangely, I don't even think it was someone major. I think, to me, I relate this obviously two different playing fields, but it reminds me of when Ellen DeGeneres, like just overnight, that you just pissed off one person that you did not think that was going to take it there, and your entire empire just came crumbling
Well, all
down.
her staff members, everyone employed by her, complained. Even former employees was complaining about Ellen.
But it's that one that you really just sent over the edge, and it just became a ripple effect after that. Like, and I feel like that's what Diddy. I feel like he did. But see, then again, too, the thing about Diddy that I don't like any of this, like, 'cause I never cared for him anyway. But
yeah, me neither.
My thing with Diddy, I just feel like he always handled things kind of sloppy because I feel like he felt that he was untouchable. So now
They all fucking do. All these fucking rich people, all the
I'm
elite
not gonna
crowd
lie,
do.
some of these people, they keep a pretty tight ship, but like I feel like Diddy was kind of just like, I'm Diddy. Like I'm untouchable or whatever, especially after the whole Biggie thing and stuff. Like,
well, he inviting everybody. He's inviting everyone to these parties. And then on top of that, like if he invited you to the party and you denied, to come to the party, he would threaten your career. He would threaten your life. And it's just like he kind of bullied you into participating in these events.
I guess my career was being over with because again, like, you and I, we have all kinds of conversations. Like I was saying, like, I'm a man and, I'm human. So I do enjoy the act of sex, but going to extreme lengths like that, like people treat sex like something completely different. Like that's some dark stuff. Like that's dark for you to like sex. Like how you just read, like this will go on for days. Like just
you force them to do it for days. It's pretty much like having your own porn business. He pretty much was watching porn, a live version of porn. And he's forcing these people. He's forcing these people to have sex with each other. And Cassie said that back when she sued him, when she filed that lawsuit for 24 hours until he paid her that money, because then it went away. But she said that he would force her to have sex with male prostitutes. That's what she said back in November.
Yeah. And I know this may be kind of descriptive or TMI, and we can cut it out if we need to. But like an example as a guy, when you masturbate and you finally, ejaculate and everything like that. Like, do you ever get that feeling you're just like, ugh, I'm good. I don't want nobody to touch me.
I'm disgusted.
I'm disgusted. God. So imagine you feeling like that, but someone is still forcing you to have sex. Like that's just that's just my skin just crawled.
Well, you're disgusting. On drugs. They're on drugs, so I don't know if they're feeling that way either. Well, they're high on whatever pills, ecstasy, and that pink cocaine. Remember that Diddy got in trouble at the beginning of this year for having possession of pink cocaine, and he had what's that girl from the City Girls, JayTee? JayTee was over there. Carisha was over there bringing that pink cocaine from Florida to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
So they're all high on whatever drugs, unfortunately, and they're not in that, mental capacity to think that. But I wonder if they think that once the high wears off.
A lot of times they probably, because I see in certain instances when people get drugged, I feel like a lot of them, they don't even remember half this stuff because,
that's the best way to do it.
On drugs, yeah.
Not saying that that's the positive. I'm just saying, like, if I was put in that situation and I was forced to have sex, I wouldn't want to remember any of it either. I would want to forget everything. I would want it to be a blur, and I would honestly just hope that it would never resurface. But the FBI confiscated videos, and I guess these videos were of celebrities, and Diddy was blackmailing the celebrities that if they ever snitched on him, he'll use it as blackmail because they're having sex with minors. I really want to know who's in the video. I already know Meek Mill's in the video. He's in the video for sure.
Definitely.
He's definitely in the video. Rick Ross is also on my list. I think his fat, ugly, fucking mudslide bitch ass video.
You think so?
No, I don't know. I don't know. He's faithful to his wife. I don't know.
He loved his wife and his kid. Like so.
Naomi Campbell, guilty.
Yep. I
She
agree.
always she's always at every Diddy party. JT, I'm quite surprised because you're in the entertainment business too. And,
Don't even fucking play with me. Don't even finish that damn statement. Don't even finish it. Don't even finish it. Just, bro, don't even play with me. Don't even play.
I'm just saying, I'm surprised that you weren't invited. But in all honesty, do you know anyone? I guess you would said if you know anyone who's been to his party or been to his house. Do you know anyone who associates himself with him?
I don't, but even if I did know somebody, I still won't say nothing though, because that's just.
You think Tyler Perry went to one of those Diddy parties?
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
He's next. He is next.
I agree.
What's
I
that guy
agree.
who's that
Christian
guy, that
Keys.
actor? Yep. He dropped that one little video. He's never resurfaced. I
Got
think
paid off.
Tyler paid him off, and he's never said anything else. That's the way to do it. Let me get with the Tyler Perry. Let me get paid off, even though I don't want to go through that abuse. But
The verdict is still
interesting.
out on Christian Keys too, though. So
What you mean? You think he was lying?
yeah.
You think he
I
was?
wouldn't say lying, but I would definitely say some truth maybe would have been exaggerated. Like he ain't innocent either. Mm-mm.
I forgot to ask you. We took the summer off. Did you enjoy the summer?
Yeah.
Me too. Did you like? You know what? I think this is like my best summer that I've had in a long, long time. Pretty much went on a solo tour.
Mm-hmm.
I went to almost every fucking city as possible.
Right.
But I discovered myself. I got into reading. I read 15 books this summer. And I just really this summer just really I discovered myself this summer,
That's good.
and I really just am just happy with where I am at in life. And I don't know if I ever said this on the podcast about my depression, but I was like really, really depressed earlier this year. And I'm just really just this summer, I just needed the time that I had either to myself or just with the company of you or my other friends to
Mm-hmm.
really help rediscover myself and find myself again. But
Yeah.
yeah, this summer I found myself, JT. I
Yeah.
found me again. All right, I have my confidence back. You can't tell me shit. All right,
Marcus got his groove back.
I didn't get my groove. No, hold on. I didn't get my groove back like that though. I tried to. I tried, but the bitch was psycho.
I don't know. I would
shout
say
out,
this summer. This
shout
summer.
out to Joey.
Oh,
Hey, Joey.
God, bro.
Got
What
my
is
confidence.
wrong
I'm
with you?
messy. I'm messy again.
What is wrong with you, bro?
I'm messy.
Um, I would say this summer was definitely the summer of reinvention for me. I would say, like, I don't know, like I feel like I've always loved who I am, but it's something different about just this year in general so far. Yeah, I'm in a better. I've lost a few people that I never thought that I would lose,
Me
but
too.
you
Me
know,
fucking too.
yeah,
But I'll
but
say this: you
mhm,
are happy because you are. We won't tell who, but you are in love, and because JT is in love, it's reflecting on him in general, and he's more happier and more nicer because the bitch is mean. Let's just start that from show. He's mean, but he has been really, really just such. You have been such a positive person, and
yeah,
shout out to the
like
person who's been making you happy.
yeah, like everything, yeah. But
Hey, Marcus, just shouting myself out because I'm the person who makes you happy.
I thought we weren't talking about people making me vomit. We was talking about people who make me happy. But
See, you just
go
such a mean
off.
little negative
But
person. I just gave you a huge compliment. I just gave you an ugly fucking short midget ass a whole fucking compliment. And here you are saying that my appearance makes you vomit. You
make
see
me
how you
sick.
do me? You see how you
But
do me?
no. You know, I don't know. I feel like I'm just really like tapping into like a lot of new adventures and new ventures at that as well too. And I don't know. I just feel really good every day. Like I don't know. I'm just. I guess I'm finally available to just take on like anything that's good for me, my soul, and my spirit. So yeah, like I'm chilling. I'm very much chilling right now. We good.
Sounds like we both had great summers, and it sounds
Yeah.
like we both
We're not gonna lie to you.
discovered.
Summer don't summer how I used to summer when we were kids, though.
Of course not, because we're working. And
Yeah.
we're not sitting at home playing video games and going to the park. We actually have jobs and stuff like that. But we
Right.
still make the best of it. And I think that the summertime, for me, when I think of summer, I think of maybe falling in love or doing things with your significant other.
Right.
And I dated two guys this summer. And so I tried to fall in love, but they just fell. They still on the ground. you know. So and then, but for you, you can definitely testify. Like I said, you fell in love, and I think that that's the reason why you're in this positive headspace that you are in. And falling in love can make or break you, and it's making you,
Yeah.
boo. It's making
I,
you.
I
All
appreciate
right,
that.
it
I
is
really do.
definitely reflecting. Okay, and I support. Next year. I'm gonna marry the two of them.
Next, what's on our list?
Speaking
Uh,
of marriage, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck. So the last time we were on the
ah!
show, that was in my ear, bitch. All right, and I'm sure the
Oh,
audience is like, "What the fuck was that?" Oh my god,
cause like,
was that
bro,
your mating call? My god, that was like
no.
quite disturbing. Look, so the last time we were on the show, there were rumors about the two, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, actually separating and divorcing. And I want to say that
Mhm.
maybe their last episode, our last episode dropped last week of July, their divorce. Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce. And it kind of broke my heart because I actually liked the two of them together. I actually never really thought that Ben Affleck was attractive until he got with Jennifer Lopez because he's not really a good looking man. But something about him being with Jennifer really, really amplifies his sex appeal. Do you agree with me or no?
No.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm just one
Right
of one.
now, I feel like this. No, because I like Ben Affleck. I like Jennifer Lopez too. But to me personally, I feel like ever since he got with her, to me, you ever seen the movie Jennifer's Body with
The monster
Megan
movie?
about
Yeah.
the girl who eat men and stuff
Yeah.
like
She's a
that,
monster.
so
Wasn't
she
she?
can stay
Yeah.
beautiful? Because it seems like obviously Jennifer Lopez is just a natural, just baddie. But like it seems like she's gotten
Isn't she for 55 years
finer.
old with a
Yeah,
that
a
body
body.
is bodying. Okay, body yada 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 yada
Yeah,
yada. What?
like I feel like she's like Jennifer's body because since they've been together, she's gotten even finer. The body is banging, banging even more than what it already was. The dancing has gotten better, but it seemed like with Ben Affleck, it seemed like he's just getting the life drained out of him, not in the good way either. Like,
She's more so in the documentary that she had for her album that came out this year. He's more of a private person and she's more of a
yeah,
public person, and they just had different different views on what to reveal to media, what not to reveal to the media, and I think that's which probably led them to the divorce. Is that she's more public. She likes to attend to events. She wants to be seen with her husband, where he's more reserved and quiet and everything like that.
and
Uh,
I guess
Go ahead.
I feel like I wouldn't mind leaning more toward because like I'm kind of private with my relationship and stuff. Like
You are.
I rather lean more on Ben Affleck's side with that. Like because even what's my girl name that played the mother-in-law and monster-in-law? What's my girl name?
Jane Fonda.
Her. Like even when she told General in the documentary, like it seemed like you're trying to force something on us. Like she said, I like you guys together. I like seeing you guys, but she said I want to see it naturally. I don't. It seemed like you're just forcing you guys' relationship on us, trying to force us to believe something, and that's exactly what it comes off as. You know what I'm saying? Like, because every time I see him now, even when they go to premieres and stuff together, it look like he just run into Macy's the last 10 minutes that they're open and say, "Hey, give me something that semi fits." His clothes are always like slouchy. It's like he just doesn't care to be there now, because he used to take care of himself and stuff. But it seems like ever since he gotten with her, it's just like it seemed like being with J Lo is very overwhelming to say the least.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say overwhelming, but I just think that they have different views on things. But you know what? He can't be that sick of her because they were spotted together this past weekend, holding hands and making out, even after she filed for divorce 2 months ago. Which tells me that he still loves her and that there's hope, maybe that they will stay
Now I
together.
will say I don't doubt that he loves her and want their marriage to work out, because this is a semi interesting love story. It's just
Yeah,
that
they got back
J
together 20 years
Lo,
later. They were
yeah,
engaged 20 years ago, then they got back together 20 years later. That's interesting.
right,
Not that many people do that.
right. But J Lo, girl, because honestly, like I feel like people love Jennifer Lopez, but again, I feel like everything pertains. I don't feel like she understands the magnitude of who she is and how we receive her. So I feel like you're still. It seems like J Lo to me acts like a new person who's new on the scene and trying to force the public to see I'm talented, I'm beautiful, I'm in a relationship. I'm like, girl, we know all this stuff about you. We know you bad. You can't sing, but you bad though. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop trying to force us to believe something. Or stop trying to make us see you in a somewhat
See,
light.
I
Like,
don't think
just
that she's trying to make us seem like, or is trying to have that viewpoint of her. I think that she's just as happy that she just want us to see how happy she is, and she just likes really flaunting her men or flaunting her love. And we have seen her do that with Mark Anthony, with that baseball player she dated. We have seen her do that with what's that man she was married to? The dancer. I can't think of his name. Casper. Like
Casper.
she just really likes really flaunting her men. And there's nothing wrong with it. She just has to find someone. She has to find a man who actually enjoys the spotlight as much as she does.
I
That's
don't
all.
think that. I feel like because see, I feel like when it comes down to stuff like that, she'll need to find him because I mean, technically, Ben Affleck loves the spotlight. He's an actor, so he's been in like major blockbusters, so he has to go to the premieres and everything like that. I feel like with her, you have to learn how to find a common balance because it can't be everything about what you want. It's like you have to find someone like, okay, so we can make the public appearances here, do a little bit PDA here and stuff like that, but we can also tone it down and stuff to make you comfortable because like you can't make everything about what you want and not accommodate your partner. Like it just doesn't work out like that. Like and J Lo gives me very much I want this and it's never considering the other person. Like it's too much. J
J-Lo and
Lo.
Ben look like they have nasty sex. I love it. I would love to be on the fly on the wall when they have sex. Wouldn't you?
No.
Oh, you're boring. Oh God, live a little, JT. My
No, it's
God.
just them. It's not the fact I want
Oh,
like yeah, it's just them. I just don't just those. I don't want to see that. There's a couple
you give me
celebrities.
you give me the type like you would like to see Shannon Sharp have sex. Like that's the type.
Hell no. He's stupid as hell too. He's stupid as
What
hell
did, what
too.
did you say? You called him Barney over the weekend. You said he looks like
Yes,
Barney.
he looks like Barney, like just big and just burly. Like, bro,
I don't think he's ugly. He's an attractive Barney. He's a
he
cute little
tore
Barney.
he tore the fuck up. He tore the fuck up.
Your girl Miley Cyrus, she's getting sued. Did you
For
know?
what? For
Oh,
what?
goodness. So Miley Cyrus is being accused of copying Bruno Mars' song "When I Was Your Man" for her 2023 hit single "Flowers." She's being sued for copyright infringement by Tempo Music. They actually own the song that Bruno sung.
When I
They're
was your
claiming
man.
that yes, they're claiming that Miley's song copies the chord progressions and it mirrors some of the lyrics. Tempo Music says that Miley intentionally copied Bruno's song. They are going after Miley's money and they want her to be banned from performing and profiting from Flowers.
That's so
Bruno
stupid.
Bruno Mars is not a part of this lawsuit. It's just his record label. I actually listened to both songs yesterday, and I do actually see the similarities to what this record label is saying about the Flower song. But I don't really want to say that she copied it. Maybe
She
she was
didn't.
inspired. Maybe
Like
she was.
literally, it's literally the opposite of what she said. Because the song, and because when Bruno Mars is my favorite male artist. So when I was your man from his Unorthodox Jukebox album, literally the song is talking about one of his old girlfriends, or the girl he took to prom or whatever like that. So the song is about that. He number one, he actually hates that fucking song. That's why he never performs it live. That's one. And then two, like the song is saying like all things he should have did when he was dating this girl. With Molly is saying that I don't need these things. Like it's literally taking that and this is basically doing the complete opposite. Like I can see if maybe she made the song a ballad. Actually, she sampled what's the lady's name, Gloria something, who sings "I Will Survive." So I mean, it's stupid. And if that's the case, you should have went out there when it first came out. This song is almost 2 years old now. So
Wait, she sampled "I Will Survive." What part did she sample
yes,
"I Will Survive"? I'm trying to
the
think
beat,
now.
the beat, and then
Is it slower? Slow
even
it down. All right, I have to
yeah,
listen to it
slow,
again. That's
yeah,
interesting.
and
Okay.
then all, that's one of my favorite songs. So I love Flowers. I know a few people find it corny. That's one of my
No, it's
favorite
corny. It's
songs.
terrible. It's a terrible song. I hate it
It's
as a
really not.
single. I can buy myself flowers. I'll just masturbate. I don't need to buy myself flowers. I'll masturbate. All right, I'm happy. I don't
But
understand why we.
you're actually
It's about
proving her
masturbating.
point. The
What?
whole song is basically saying like she don't necessarily mean like flowers, but it's more so just like, bro, anything that you thought you were doing to please me and pleasure
I can
me,
please
I can
myself.
do all this myself. Like that's literally the gist of the song. So like, I feel like the lawsuit is stupid and they're not going to succeed. So I
Oh,
don't
they're
know where you
definitely going to
stand there.
succeed. It's just like that Robin Thicke song, and remember he got sued, Blurry Lines, for that Marvin Gaye song, and it's the same thing. It mirrors the song, and it's not the same. It doesn't mean that, of course, Flowers, like by myself, Flowers, and If I Was Your Man are two opposite songs, but they follow the same type of flow, and that's what they're getting to.
Man,
They're following.
no.
Listen to the song. Listen to how the lyrics are. Listen to how the verses are. Listen to her verse. Listen to how his choruses. Listen to how her choruses. They marry each other. They are totally correct, and they're
It's
totally going to
literally just
win.
the chorus.
Nope. It's
Same
like how
bed, but it feels just a little bit bigger now. Our songs on the radio, but it don't sound the same. Paint my nails, cherry red, Master Roses. That you
is
no,
this
it's not.
Flowers or Bruno? Which one are you doing? You doing
The
both?
first one was Bruno, and the second one was
Got
Flower.
it.
Was see, it's like two different things.
I need
Like
everyone to go listen to both songs. Listen to "When I Was Your Man" by Bruno Mars, and then go
literally, all
listen
I can
to.
hear is just like the because even when because
Mm-mm.
so the marketing for the song because I love Miley too. That was my first
Mm-hmm.
concert. I love Miley.
Which one?
So huh? The Hannah
Which
Montana
one?
Best of Both Worlds tour.
Oh, I thought you would like the crazy one, and
I've been to
Wrecking
bangers.
Ball. You did?
Yeah,
Was she on acid?
yes. I'm sorry. I do know. I don't tolerate no Miley slander at all. I love
You think she
Miley.
been to Diddy's house?
Nah, she ain't go to Diddy's house.
Yes, she did. That
Nah,
girl was at Diddy's house. That girl was performing. I believe it. Mm-mm.
nah.
I mean, that's not one of
But
the names, but I can see her, swinging on the wrecking ball at his.
now, now I will say this, even from her marketing, because I remember her when she first started marketing the song before the song released. She did a video where she was in the shower. It's on Instagram, and she was in the shower singing a cappella. And when she was saying, "I can buy myself flowers," and I was like, "This sounds like Bruno Mars song." And so at
See?
first,
Look,
no, but see,
you
that's the
turning
thing
on her.
though.
You're
No, no,
turning on
no,
her.
no, no, no. I'm making a point because in the shower in the video it was her singing it like a ballad version of it. She was singing it real
Mm-hmm.
slow in the shower. So I was like, this sounds like Bruno Mars. But when I actually heard the actual song and saw the video, I was like, I mean, obviously you still hear the chorus, but like outside of that, I mean, you see I'm sorry, you hear the opposite of the choruses, but outside of that, I don't even think, even now, I don't think of Bruno Mars song when I hear the song. I really don't.
They're
And I
gonna take
love
a
Bruno
little.
Mars.
Their tempo music is gonna take a little 60-second little clip, and they're gonna play it for Judge Judy when they bring this to her court. All right, she's going down.
I
I
feel
like
like
what? Go
honestly,
ahead. Go
I
ahead.
strongly feel like if Bruno Mars is making somewhat of a deal, a bigger deal about it, or speaking out about it, I feel like that's when I'd be like, oh shit.
It's not his song. He don't own it. He don't give a fuck. It's not his song.
But
He didn't
still,
even
though,
write it. He didn't write
but I
it.
guess like still though,
Why
like
would he
if
care?
the artist is in front of it, it's kind of just like, oh shit. Like look
Trust
at
me, he wrote
Khalees.
it. Yes, because her voice is on it. That's different. Her voice is on that song by Beyonce, which, by the way, when they removed her voice, it was what the song wasn't hitting in as much. I like that la 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 la. We're
What
talking about
song was that
energy,
on?
energy. Beyonce, the
Energy.
energy
Okay.
from the Renaissance, and all Khalees said, the only thing that Pharrell put on that song was la 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 la, and Khalees had a big deal about it, and they removed that little small little clip. But it just really made the song. It's not really the song don't slap anymore. Um, yeah, she's gonna be banned from saying it. She's not gonna profit from flowers no more. So I don't know what she's gonna buy herself, but it won't be flowers. Donald Trump, the former president, your president, the former president had another assassination attempt. This
Cause you
past
know,
Sunday, Donald Trump went golfing on West Palm Beach, and a gunman was sitting in the bushes with a gun prepared to shoot Donald. However, Donald's security team saw the gunman before he was able to shoot the former president. They fired their guns and was able to detain the man. The gunman is identified as Ryan Ruth. And everyone keeps wondering, how does Donald keep getting himself in these situations, especially when he has a Secret Service team that follows him around everywhere. And I guess that he wanted to go golfing last minute, like very very last minute, and his Secret Service team didn't have enough time to really scope out the entire golf course. They only had time to just scope out where he was going to be swinging at that moment. And I don't know if that Ryan, if that's the guy's name, the shooter, if he was following Donald or if he just happened to be at the golf course. But everyone keeps wondering, how does this keep happening to Donald? And because when he was almost assassinated back in July, the Secret Service supposed to be checking out, that area where his rally was at, and they forgot to check that one building where that sniper was on top of the roof. I still think it was fixed. This, I don't think it was fixed. The other assassination, I think that was fixed. But it has to be scary to be the president or any person running for president, and you have people want to kill you. I wouldn't want that smoke. I wouldn't want that pressure, even for Kalama. I don't want anyone
Baby
to
Blade's
try
name
to
is
kill her.
Kamala.
What is it, Kamala?
Yes.
We'll call her just President Harris. All right. I wouldn't want President Harris to have that same effect. I wouldn't want no one to have to go through that. I don't really care for that fat bitch either. But, I wouldn't want anyone to have to be scared to just leave your house. If I was Trump or Kalama, I would just want to stay home. I just want to do my campaign from, the safety of my bedroom. Right?
What did Candy's aunt say about Todd that time?
It was a
It could
scheme.
have been a scheme that Donald set up for him to come to us with the bullshit. Because I don't believe that. I'm sorry. As controversial as he is, as hated as he is, I don't care how much you want to go do something last minute. You're not me. You're not Marcus. You're not someone that's regulated that can
Well,
decide
that's what they're
last
saying that
minute.
he is, though. He likes to just do what he wants. He's been able to do that, before he was president 10 years ago. Has it been 10 years or no? It's going on 10 years, right? Yeah, 2016 he was president. So before he was president 10 years ago, he was able to just go, go out to dinner or go to an event or just go golfing on his own. He didn't have the Secret Service. And that's what they were saying in this news article I was doing my research on, is that he still is living in that moment, thinking that he can just get up and go and do anything that he wants to do. And that's what any celebrity too. And I feel bad for Beyonce's and the Janets and the Madonnas, because I'm sure that they just want to be able to just go to a restaurant or go to the mall without being followed or having someone recognize them. And they can't now. They're so limited to just really staying home. They can't even go to a beach without having someone take a photo of them, and then that photo will be plastered all over social media, and then we'll be body shaming them. Look at Lizzo. Lizzo can't even go to the beach without being body shamed. So when I'm just saying, when you're a celebrity, when you have a platform, and then when you are running for president, you're on a bigger platform, your life is at risk, and I just wouldn't want that. I would not want that. It makes me not even want to be
But I
famous.
guess I feel like this though. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's annoying with the pictures and all this extra stuff. But people like Beyonce, Janet, all these other artists and stuff, they typically, it's just because people just love them and just want to be all in their business and stuff. But when you somebody like Donald Trump, who is super controversial, and you say a lot of mean, cruel things about different ethnicities and stuff like that, maybe you shouldn't speak out about, say, ignorant and spill out ignorant shit that you spill out. Maybe you won't have to fear for your life when you leave outside, though. Like, that's stupid.
But it don't even matter about that either. JFK didn't say anything controversial, and he got assassinated. So people just want to kill you just because of any little thing. I mean, they could have hate Donald just because of how fat and ugly he is, and they want to. I'm just saying that even if Donald is saying what he's saying, it's freedom of speech. He has the right to say whatever he wants to say. I just would not. Even if Donald didn't say that stuff, no one still should be trying to kill you. Two evils don't make a right. Is that the saying? And
I mean, like me, I'm not the type of person. I don't wish death on anybody. I
yeah,
don't.
no, I like Ivanka. I
I
like
don't
her.
know his
I've
kids
always
like
liked
that.
her. Now the other ones I don't like, but I always liked Ivanka because I used to watch The Apprentice back when he was, he was only. I think he was
He has a
only one
special
older.
needs son too that they say he neglects a lot.
No, he's not special
Right?
needs.
Is he?
No, they're
I
being
really don't
mean.
know.
No, they're being mean. Byron or Baron. No, he's not special needs. He just
Oh,
looks
okay.
like he has special needs.
Oh, okay.
But no, 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 no. His daughter Tiffany. He neglects Tiffany. He wants nothing
Oh,
to do with Tiffany. Tiffany actually recently came to one of his rallies. He was actually hugging all the kids, and when Tiffany came, he just turned his back the other way. He hates Tiffany for some reason. I don't know why. Now Tiffany is the one who is with. Before he married Melania, he was with Tiffany's mother, and I don't think he really loved Tiffany's mother, so that's the reason why he doesn't like Tiffany like that.
that's so ignorant.
Very ignorant, and that poor Tiffany. She seems so sweet and kind, and she's pretty to me. I think she's the prettiest one.
It has
Well,
to be because of the
Ivanka's.
mom.
I never seen the mother. You know what? Now I wonder.
I can
But you know what?
guarantee.
Have you ever seen Donald's first wife? You ever seen Ivanka's and Donald's mother? I forgot. She passed away
Mm-mm.
recently, like 2 years ago. Tore up. look like Donald.
I'm
They look like
sure.
siblings.
That's what I'm saying. Donald is like a ugly, thin
He's
hair,
ugly,
wide hipped, just
like a water
he.
buffalo.
That's what I'm saying. He just ugly, just
Orange.
tore up. I'm telling you, just one of the most ugliest men, one of the ugliest people I've ever seen in my life.
Like,
Just
how would you
bad
have
built,
sex with
everything.
someone like him? I know his penis is
He
short.
literally
It
looks
probably
like
looks like a damn.
slime.
I think worse than slime. He looks. You know what? He looks like Monsters Inc. What's that big blob? The one with the eyeball. The one eyeball.
Oh, Mike
Is that his name?
Lukowski, whatever his name is. Yeah,
That's
he
what
looked like the
Donald looks like.
Nickelodeon logo.
Worse. I think that's just that's that. Well,
Yeah.
you know what? Granted, how I feel about Donald, I'm happy that you are still alive and safe. And I think that anyone running should be able to have a safe campaign run. So that's
Yeah.
my true opinion. So
I won't say I'm happy, but I will say, good for you that you're not,
and
next.
remember, people, we're voting for President Harris. All right, we're not voting for Trump.
I ain't waving these people votes because y'all gonna do what y'all want to do. It's just the fact that people who honestly vote for
Don't
Donald
follow
Trump.
me if you're going to vote for Trump. I don't give a fuck. Don't
That's what
follow me. If
I
you're a Trump
agree.
supporter, do not follow me. I don't give
I
a
agree.
fuck.
And honestly,
Unfollow
y'all
me.
can send us all the hate DMs or whatever you want. I promise you, I don't respond, and they don't move me one way or another. So you'll be literally catching carpal
I
tunnel
do.
messaging me for no
I get them
reason
all the
because I'm not
time.
going to. And when I tell you I don't even care, I literally move on right by my day.
I
I'm in a whole
laugh at it.
relationship. I don't care.
You are. He's in
Like I
love.
don't care,
He's in
bro. I
love.
don't care. I'm in a whole relationship. I don't care. You don't read. You don't take out the time out of my day and from my relationship to respond back to a Trump supporter. Man, please
I'll
go
tell you
feel
this
some
right now.
grass.
JT he makes time only for his little boo. Okay, so it's all about his boo. Why you side eyeing me? It's true. You only make
Anyway,
time for your boo. You don't even make time for me.
I'm literally doing this show with you right now, and I called you today actually.
You did because he loves me.
Exactly, and I talked to you while I was eating my lunch.
Oh, that's a big privilege. Okay.
No, because I literally could have been talking to my boo thing. Like,
No, but my friend over there, my friend JT is really happy, and I really love this phase that he's in right now. This stage in your life, I love it, friend. I love it
mm,
for you.
mm. That Trump thing no, it ain't you. It's that Trump thing. It just got me just ugh.
What
I'm
are you
just
so upset
disgusted.
about Trump for? You wanted him to be killed. Well, you go get a gun and you try to kill him. Oh,
No, my thing is the only reason I wouldn't do it is because imagine me going to jail for somebody I don't like.
oh my
I would
God.
never.
No, if you go to jail, you can get an exclusive interview with Diddy. And then you know what? You think you think you're gonna be sent to the same prison that R. Kelly's in?
Again, why am I gonna go to jail for somebody I don't like to go in jail to talk to somebody else that I don't like? Like I'm giving a lot of energy to people that I don't like.
For the podcast. It
Fuck
gives
it,
me something to it gives me
bruh.
something to,
Man,
it gives me something to talk about. I can talk about doing a podcast with someone who tried to kill the president, and then you can get an interview with Diddy. Oh my God, this podcast will be up in numbers. Do it for us, JT. Do it
but
for
I'll be in
us.
jail.
I'll put money in your books.
I don't trust that.
Then eat oodles and noodles, bitch. Well, friend, that was the episode. That's our comeback episode. Did it feel the same vibes or was it a little off? What do you think?
I feel a little more freelance now. Because now y'all can see
Why?
all my facial expressions. I don't care. I'm not apologetic. I don't apologize as much when it comes down to stuff that I feel like I just
Well, you
like,
haven't really said anything to apologize for. So,
they're gonna try to come at you about this. I don't know why they just want to DM me when they be mad about something that I said or did. I don't know why they message
well,
you.
I will
But
make sure that your Instagram handler is going to
please,
be in the description below on the
yes,
YouTube
please
page.
do. Again, y'all, like I don't respond back to foolishness or your opinions when they come down to like this Trump rally stuff. So like you're gonna be wasting if you're gonna hit me about that, you are literally wasting your time. And it's not because I'm being mean or trying to be stubborn about it. I literally just keep it going. I keep scrolling. I don't care. Right now, I
And
have
you come
87 requested messages in my file now. Like I don't care.
come for one of us, come for both of us. All right, ride or die. We a team over here. Unless it's
Yeah.
funny, then I might laugh, but we still a team.
Oh, that's the thing. We laugh at insults. So that's another reason why you won't win over here. We laugh. Matter of fact, we use them against each other when we just be chilling. Like,
Not we,
yeah.
you. You say mean things to me all the time. There's no we. It's just always you.
Hey,
Insulting me
I'm the
left and
villain.
right.
My name is JT Scar. I am definitely the villain.
And I'm
I am
Mufasa. You are
definitely.
the murderer. You already want to
I was
murder
about to say you
Donald,
still
and now you
dead,
want to murder me.
but you do know.
Damn.
But you do know at this point You saying you Mufasa and I'm Scar. You do know that Scar gets vindicated in this new movie that comes out. So
I don't give a fuck. You're still gonna be come out the villain. Is Cruella de Vil still the villain, even though her solo movie made her, vindicated? No, she's still the fucking villain. You're
no, even
evil.
even even her solo movie still made her the villain.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Hmm.
JT, this is the episode. This is it.
You're
So, season 2, episode 1. This is gonna be the format for the rest of the season. Hopefully, we get good numbers. I pray. I pray, JT. I hope.
me. I'm kind of just like the people who like. I learned this when I was younger, when I had like a party and stuff, and I was kind of sad because it was like storming that day and stuff. And my aunt, she told me something that will always stick with me. She was just like, whoever is meant to come will come, And so I feel the same way. Whoever like the comment section or hit me out, whichever like whoever is for, they will find it. So I'm not. That's why I'm not big on like numbers and stuff like that because like. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're never going to hit every demographic. Everyone is not going to always like what you say or do and stuff like that. So, I mean, whatever. It's for whoever. So, the people who do listen, I'm grateful for. I'd rather spend my time being grateful for the people who do listen than the people who don't.
I'm a perfectionist. I strive for the best. So, I hope. I really do hope. But, if it doesn't, we at least gave it a shot, right?
Yep.
All we can say is that we tried.
Yep.
So, all right, people, we'll be back next Friday for episode 2. I hope you guys enjoyed our comeback episode, and we hope to see you
Yep.
next week.
Love y'all. Bye.
Bye, everyone.